Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, and Miss Pipit. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Nur Aisyah, and I will be the moderator for our meeting today. Our agenda today is a continue last week activities, which is the individual presentation. Today we have 8 presenters who will present their assignment. There are Fariha Zahra, Anisha Aisyah Cahya, Adita Wiknian Tias, Dustin Vito, Kori Asih, Meliana, Madia, dan Gracia. So for audience, please pay attention to our friends who are presenting. Because of at the end of each presentation, there will be a session for those who want to ask question or give comment to their presenters. All right, let's start our activities. And the first presenter is Fariha Azahra. Fariha Azahra, are you ready?
Yes, ready sih, Ais. Assalamualaikum
please go ahead.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, members Harian. Good morning, friends. I'm Fariha Azara. Want to present about my video project for final assignment. And the material in this video is about tangan to a circle, jadi tentang garis singgung lingkaran. Enjoy the video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning student. My name is Fariha Azara. You can call me Miss Zahra. I'm your new math teacher and I will teaching you for this semester. How are you today? I'm really great. Thank you. Have you all had breakfast today? I hope everyone has had breakfast so you can study with enthusiasm. Now I will check your presents today. Number 1, Albert. Okay, present. And the last, number 36, Vivian. Okay, present. Great. Today everyone is present. Before we starting the lesson, let's pray first. Prayer begin. Prayer done. Okay, so today we are going to talk about tangan to a circle. Please open your book. Before we go into the main explanation, I will refresh a little about circle. Is anyone know what is a circle? Great. Circle is a two-dimensional figure that has one side and no corner. Circle has a center point. We can name it O or another alphabet. And if we draw a line from center point to the point on the side of circle, like this, the distance is same, or we call it with radius. Okay, next the line. If we draw a line like this, and the line touches a circle at one point, we can name here with P point. Then the line called tangan line, and because it's on a circle, name with tangan to a circle. Is anyone can repeat what is tangan to a circle? Great. Tangan to a circle is a line that touches a circle at one point. Calm down, keep your attention, student. Open the next page. We will continue to the theorem of tangan to a circle. Okay, the first theorem is tangan to a circle is always perpendicular with radius. So in here, right angle will be formed. And if we draw a line like this, name here with Q, OPQ is a right triangle with right angle at P point. If there is a problem with picture like this, we can solve it with Pythagoras. Next to the second theorem. Tangan segment from a common external point are congruent. Okay. Now we have two tangan line, PQ and RQ. Based on the second theorem, tangan segment from a common external point are congruent. Then line PQ is equal to line RQ, or line PQ is congruent with line RQ. Okay, now let's move to the problem example. Okay, there is a picture in here with OP is 3, OK is 5. The question is, PQ is tangen to a circle, find the value of PQ. Okay, based on the first theorem, the tangen to a circle is always perpendicular with OP, so in here right angle will be formed, and we can solve it with Pythagoras. And OK is hypotenuse. We can write with OK to the power of 2 is equal to OP to the power of 2 plus PQ to the power of 2. OK is 5, so 5 to the power of 2 is equal to OP is 3. 3 to the power of 2 plus PQ to the power of 2. 5 to the power of 2 is 25, is equal to 3 to the power of 2 is 9, plus PQ to the power of 2. Because we want to eliminate 9 on the right side, we can subtract both sides with 9. Become 25 minus 9 is equal to 9 minus 9 plus PQ to the power of 2. 25 minus 9 is 16. Is equal to 9 minus 9 is 0, and remaining PQ to the power of 2. Because we want to search PQ, we must search square root of PQ to the power of 2 and square root of 16. So, square root of PQ to the power of 2 is equal to square root of 16. Square root of PQ to the power of 2 is PQ. And square root of 16 is 4. And we got the value of PQ. PQ is equal to 4. So the value of PQ is 4. Okay, well, that's enough explanation for our topic today. Is there any problem or any question with material today? Or do you want to see more example? Enough? Oh, that's enough? Thank you. I will give you a homework. Please finish it and submit it next week. And if you feel that's enough, hopefully our material today will help you to understand about tangen to a circle. Don't forget to practice and don't forget to meet our next topic. Since we started class with pray, let's proceed with pray 2. Pray start, finish. Thank you all. See you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, that's my video. Is there anyone want to comment or give suggestions for my video? Okay, in my screen there are Anita and Denisa. Okay, Anita first.
Okay, for Fariha, your teaching video is very good. In the video, there is interaction with your students and you explain the material step by step. Very easy to understand. However, in some parts, I noticed that you didn't mark the line segment, but that's okay. Maybe you forgot. That's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Anita for your comment. Yes, right. I forgot to write the line segment. Jadi harusnya ruas dari situ di atasnya ada ruasnya gitu, tapi lupa. In the future, I will make video more detailed so no component are missing. Thank you Anita for noticing that. Okay, next, there is Denisa.
Okay, thank you, Fariha, for the video. You did a great job, but I would like to give a suggestion. It seems like it would be better if you write the title of the material on the whiteboard, so that the students can understand it more easily. The same goes to the theorism. It's better to write them to minimize misunderstanding in translating the theorems. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Denisa for your comment and for your suggestion. After making the video, I realized that I should write the theorem on the board or as a subtitle and the title of material too, so the audience or student can easily understand our topic. Thanks once again. I will fix my mistake in the future.
I have one comment for Fariha. So Fariha, when you say garis singgung in bahasa Inggris, you should have said tangent. Jadi bukan tangan atau tangan tadi ya Ibu dengarnya ya. So mungkin kamu belum sempat cek di dictionary. So next time for all of you who wants to say the word that will be repeated very often, please check first in the dictionary. So you should have said tangent, okay? Tangent line, garis singgung. Okay, that's all my comment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Back to the moderator, please.
Okay, thank you Fariha for the presentation, and thank you for Denisa, Anita, and Miss Pipit for their comment. Okay, the next presenter is Aisyah Cahya Argianti. Are you ready, Aisyah?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I'm Aisyah Cahya Argianti, and now I will show you my teaching video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. How are you today? I hope you guys are doing good and ready to learn with me today. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Aisyah Cahya, and you can call me Miss Aisyah. Before we start the lesson, let's pray according to our beliefs. Pray, begin. Finish. Who is absent today? Reina. Why? She got sick? I hope Reina will be better quickly so she can study with us again. Okay, today we're going to learn about solving absolute value equation and inequalities. What are the definition? What is the difference in between them? We will start with absolute value equation first. Absolute value of a real number, denoted by absolute value of A, is defined as numbers distant from 0 on a number line. For example, we have absolute value of -3. As we can see on the number line on the left side, the distance from 0 to -3 is 3, so absolute value of -3 equal to 3. If we have absolute value of +3, we can see the number line on the right side. The distance from 0 to 3 is 3, then the absolute value of +3 equal to 3. So, absolute value of x equal to 3 have two solutions. There are +3 and -3. Let's continue. We have 2 multiplied by absolute value of 5x subtracted by 1, then subtracted by 3. There are 3 steps to solve this equation. Step 1. Use inverse operation to isolate the absolute value expression. Add 3 to both sides, and then divide both sides by 2. So, we have the result equation, absolute value of 5x subtracted by 1 equal to 6. Step 2. Rewrite the resulting equation as 2 cases. 5x subtracted by 1 equal to 6, or 5x subtracted by 1 equal to -6. And step 3, solve the equation in each of the 2 cases. In case 1, add 1 to both sides and divide both sides by 5. In case 2, add 1 to both sides and divide both sides by 5. So the solution are -1 and 7/5. Everyone, please pay attention, don't be busy with other things, and listen to me carefully, okay? Now let's move to absolute value inequalities. An absolute value inequality is a simple linear expression in one variable and has symbols such as greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. For example, absolute value of x is less than or equal to 3, or we could write it x is less than 3 and greater than -3 as a set notation. And in interval notation, it will be everything between -3 and +3 and including those numbers. Next, we have 4 multiplied by absolute value of x added by 3 then subtracted by 7 is less than or equal to 5. Solve this equation. Step 1. Isolate the absolute value expression. We add 7 to both sides and divide both sides by 4. So we have the result equations. Step 2, rewrite the result equation to x added by 3 is less than or equal to 3 and x added by 3 is greater than or equal to negative 3. Step 3, solve the equation. Add negative 3 to both sides and we have set notation. X is less than or equal to 0 and x greater than or equal to negative 6. And in interval notation, it will be everything between negative 6 and 0 and including those numbers. I want someone to share their conclusion about today's class. Fajar? Okay, go ahead. Very good. Give applause to Fajar. So absolute value is the distance from 0 on a number line and has two solutions, positive and negative. Anyone else? Vina? Okay, go ahead. Very good. Give applause to Vina. 3 steps to solve an absolute value equation. First one is isolate the absolute value expression and then rewrite the resulting equation as two cases. Then solve the equation in each of the two cases. Is there anything you want to ask? Or is that enough? Okay. Next class, there will be a quiz on this material, so please prepare yourself. That's all for today's lesson. Thank you very much for your participation. You did a great job today. I'm very happy teaching you in this class. How about you guys? Did you enjoy my class? Glad to hear that. Okay, keep up your spirit and stay healthy. See you in the next class. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's my video. Does anyone have any question or comments? In my screen, there is Nisa and Halima. Nisa, please go first.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. Your video is overall good, and I have one question about the material. In absolute value inequality, there is a problem form where both sides are absolute, like absolute 2x minus 1 less than absolute x plus 4. Well, here we have to find the solution area or the solution set. This is sometimes an obstacle for students. What do you think is an effective way to get students to do this form of problems?
Okay, thank you, Nisha, for the question. To solve an inequality that have two absolute values can be solved in several ways. But in my opinion, the most effective way is to root the two absolute values and then square the two equations. So the absolute value will disappear. After the two equations are squared, make all the equation on the left side and the right side equal to 0. If already 0, then it can be factor. And the equation will have two possible answers from the variable. That's it. Is that clear, Nisa?
Yes, thank you, Aisha.
Okay, Halimah, please go ahead.
Right. Thank you, Aisha. First of all, thank you, Aisha, for your hard work, and the video was good. You did a great job. Allow me to give some comments and suggestions for you. For the comment, in the section on absolute value inequalities, there's a mistake in the wording. From add minus 3 to both sides, it should be add to 3 sides. Then my suggestion is that for each explanation, for example questions, the step-by-step process of how to solve them should also be written out, not just the step 1 to 3. That's all. Thank you, Aisha.
Okay, thank you, Halimah, for the comments and suggestion. Maybe later I will pay more attention to the words I use so that there are no similar mistakes. And wording conclusion, I think is a pretty good suggestion. Maybe I will improve it in the future. Okay, the next is Fauzan Alfaris. Do you want to ask or give someone comment to Aisha?
Okay, I just want to give a comment to Aisha.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Aisha, appreciate for your teaching video. And I just wondering that why can't you just do like real teaching like our other friends with the real whiteboard? Why did you do the teaching with those animation, not with the real whiteboard? And overall, appreciate for your teaching video. Thank you, Aisha.
Okay, thank you, Fauzan. Why I use animation like this? Because karena waktu itu saya mikirnya kalau misalnya di papan tulis itu agak susah nge-recordnya karena di rumah nggak ada papan tulis, jadi saya lebih mudah pakai animasi. Itu aja. Makasih, Fauzan.
Okay.
Okay, I think enough, and thank you, Aisha, for your presentation, and thank you, Nisha Nisha and Fauzan for the question, and Halima for the comment. Okay, the next presenter is Adita Widyaningtyas. Adita, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Adita Widyaningtyas, and the material is about determinant.
Hello everyone, good morning. How are you today? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Adita Widyaningtyas and you can call me Miss Adita. I will be your mathematics teacher for today. In today's class, we will continue to learn about matrix. And now I will explain to you the determinant of a matrix. So please open your mathematics book and turn into page 120. Okay, first we learn about the definition of determinant. What is determinant is? Determinant is a special number that can be calculated, but we only can find determinant of. And how we define determinant of matrix? Matrix A with the entries in, we can call it determinant of A with this line surrounded, or we can write by write the element or the entries with this line surrounded. So this is how we write the determinant of A. And how we find the determinant of matrix. And now I will explain determinant of 2 by 2 matrix. For example, this is A, 2 by 2 matrix with the entries are A, B, C, D. We can find the determinant of A with A multiplied by B subtracted by B multiplied by C. Okay, this is formula for finding determinant of 2 by 2 matrix. For example, matrix A, B. we can get the determinant of B is A multiplied by D, that is 2 multiplied by A, subtracted by B multiplied by C, that is 4 multiplied by 6. 2 multiplied by 8 is 16, subtracted by 4 multiplied by 6 is 24. So we can get 16 subtracted by 24 is minus 8. So we get determinant B is minus 8. Okay, is there any question? If no question, I will explain some another example. Okay, for example, we have matrix M with the entries are 9, 3, 4, 1. And we must find determinant of M. Okay, so from the formula, we can get the determinant of M is 9 multiplied by 1 subtracted by 3 multiplied by 4. 9 multiplied by 1 is 9, subtracted by 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. 9 subtracted by 12 is minus 3. Okay, so the answer for determinant of M is minus 3. Is there any question? Okay, if no, please open your book at page 128, and question number 1 until number 5 is being your homework. And please do your homework at your exercise book. Upload the answer at Google Classroom. I will give you 3 days for you to do the homework, so you can submit the homework until Friday. Okay, that's enough for today's class. Thank you for your attention. I hope you can learn again the materials at your home and do your homework on time. Thank you and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's enough for my video. Is there anyone who want to ask or give comment to my video? Okay, in my screen there is Devina and Anissa. Maybe Devina, you can go first.
Okay, Dita, I want to give a comment for your video. In the explanation about the determinants, you write example of matrices, then how to write the determinant of a matrix, and you wrote the formula for finding the determinant. I think you should have written the context, like how to write determinants and the formula for finding determinants before, so that students are not get confused because you wrote the notation determinant of A twice. So it's better to anticipate that by providing context for what you are going to write. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Devina, for your comment. Yes, I was forget to write the context first. Maybe next time I will more careful when writing the material on the whiteboard, so the student gak bingung gitu kalau misalnya nanti ditulis di ulang tulis. Okay, next Anissa.
Okay, thank you, Adita, for the opportunity. I'll provide a few comments. I think this video is quite good. But the downside is that you are less expensive towards the students, so it doesn't seem like you explain it to the student. And also, you don't seem to be smiling enough at the end of the video. Thank you, Ta.
Okay, thank you, Anissa, for your comment. Yes, I also feel that I was expressive and smile. Maybe in next time, I will be more expressive and smile when teaching the student. Thank you. Okay, maybe there's no question and comment. And there's my presentation. Thank you for your attention. I will give.
Okay, thank you Adita for your presentation, and thank you Anissa and Devina for the comment. Okay, the next presenter is Dustin Vito. Dustin Vito, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready, Aisha.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Aisha, for attention. Okay, now I will presentation my video lesson. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, good morning class. Okay, today we study about relation and function. Okay, before this, we need to know what is relation. Relation is a rule that connects elements of one set with the elements of another set. A relation can be expressed in three ways. The first way is row diagram, second way is order path, and the last way is Cartesian diagram. Okay, next is about example. Given two sets of numbers that are set P equals 3, 4, 5, and 6, and set Q equals 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Express the relation that satisfies the two less than relation from the set P to the set Q in three ways. Okay, the first way is about row diagram. This diagram forms a pattern of relation in the form of an arrowhead, which states the relation between member of set P and member of set Q. Okay, this is so the relations P of Q is 3 and 5, 4 and 6, 5 and 7, and 6 and 8. Next is second ways. It's about order pace. You do these ways by pairing set P with set Q secondly. Okay, so the order pace is relation equals 3 and 5, 4 and 6, 5 and 7, 6 and 9 and 8. Okay, that is the order pace. Okay, next is last ways is about Cartesian diagram. Setting the relationship between two sets of order pairs which are then written in dot from dot. Vertical length is set Q and horizontal length is set P. Okay, that is the relation. So next we talk about a function. What is a function? Function is a relation for which each value from the set, the first element of the order pace, is a domain, is associated with exactly one value from the set of second element of the order pair, is codomain. And at this point, we can say that there is one and only one output y with each input x. Okay, next is about terms in relation and function. First is domain. Domain is all elements of the set in the origin. Okay, next about codomain. Codomain is all elements of the sets that includes all the possible values of a given function. Last is about range. Range is all elements of the actual output which we are supposed to get after we enter the function's domain. Okay, this is example. Okay, function of b equals a plus 2. The set A is about domain and the set B is codomain. And the range we can enter from the function. B is equal a plus 2, so we get the range 3, 5, and 7. Okay, next, notation of function. First is function of x to y. And the second is y equals functions multiplied by x. So that is the arrow diagrams. X is about domain and y is codomain. Okay, next. Okay, this notes. All functions are relation, but not all relation are functions. Like that. Okay, this is why, because in a functions, every element of domain must has pair in codomain, and one element of domain can connect to only one element of codomains, and not more than one, not more. Okay, while there is no such condition in a relation. Okay, next is about difference function and non-function. Okay, the first example is functions. This is why, because all elements of domain have pairs and just one pairs to codomain. This is 1 and 2 and 2 and 4. This is just one pairs. Okay, the second example is non-function. This is why, because one element of domain not have pairs on codomains. Okay, that is clear. This is not a function. Okay guys, I think that is enough. It's about relation and functions. Okay, goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
This guys, my video. Next, if you guys have comment and question, let's get it. Okay, first thousand, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Destin. Appreciate your teaching video. That's good, but it will be better if you do with the real whiteboard, with you do the real teaching. Because in here, you just look like you're reading the text. You look like just reading your teaching material. But if you do it with a real whiteboard, you do the real teaching, you can write something on the whiteboard. You can draw something. You can point it at something easily. Okay, that's all for me. Appreciate for your teaching video. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for thousand the comment. I think I agree with you. It's not a best way to teaching like that. Okay, next is Gracia. With Gracia, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Dustin. First, your teaching method is good, but I think it would be better if there was a little more interaction with the student being coached. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, Gracia, thanks for the comment. I will do better next. Thank you. Okay, I think person want to comment and question. I think next from you. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Dustin, for your presentation and Fauzan Gracia for the comment. Okay, the next is Cory Asih Samaria. Cory, are you ready, Cory?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, good morning, Miss Puspita and everyone. I'm Cordia Samaria, and now I will present my video project for final assignment. So enjoy the video. Good morning, class. Before we start our activity today, we may all pray, and anyone want to lead the prayer? Okay, Risty, go ahead. Very good. So, how is everyone today? Are you ready for our lesson? Okay, but before we start our lesson, let me introduce myself. My name is Miss Corey, and I will be your mathematics teacher this year. We're gonna learn from the learning material, so everyone please pay attention to me and let's start our lesson. So, our topic is about mean, median, and I wanna ask you guys, does anyone know what is mean, median, and mode? Tina? Okay, go. Yeah, that's correct. Median is the average, which is found by adding up all the numbers in a data set and dividing it by the total number of value we added together. And the median is the middle number in the data set, which is found by putting the numbers in order from the smallest to greatest and covering up one number on each end until you get the middle one. And if there is two middles, you can add them and divide by 2. And the mode is the number or value that appears most often in the data set, which is found by counting how many times each value appears. For example, we have some data 2, 5, 7, 2, 6, 8. If we want to find the man, we have to add them, and then we can divide by the total of individual numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 individual number, and then we can solve all of the number in that set. So 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 plus 6 plus 8 is 30. And divide by the individual number. So 30 divided by 6 is 5. So the man is 5. Next, if we want to find the median, for example, we have some data like this. First thing first, we have to arrange it from our smallest to greatest, like this. 2, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then if we want to find the median, we have to find the middle number. We have to covering up one number on each end until we get the middle. And then we have the middle number is 6. So 6 is the median. Okay, pay attention please, don't be noisy. If you guys are wondering, Miss, if there is two middles, how to calculate it? For example, 5 and 6 is the middle number. So we can add them and then divide by 2. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Divide by 2 is 5.5. So the median is 5.5. If you want to find the mode, we can see from the data set which value that most appear often. From this example, we know that 2 appears 2 times, so 2 is the mode, like that. Okay, so that's all. Do you have any question about our topic? If you do, please raise your hand. No one? Okay, I think you guys understand what I explained, yeah? Okay, guys, I want you to work in a small group, work in page 78. You can make 2 until 3 person in a group. And I want you guys to submit the assignment today, next week. Okay, that's all for today. Remember to do your homework. Bye, everyone. See you next week. Okay, that's my video. Is there one to give a comment or question? In my screen, there is Meika, Fauzan, and Siti Fadila. Meika, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to give a comment. I think you can explain the material slowly because sometimes I cannot clearly hear what you say in the video.
Okay, Meta, thank you for commenting my video. In the future, I will explain my material slowly so my student will clearly hear my voice. And next, Fauzan.
Okay, Corey. Appreciate for your teaching video. You look like a real teacher. But what I want to say is you can write on the whiteboard the formula of each material, the formula of mean, the formula of median, and the formula of mode. For example, you can write the formula of mean is equals the sum of the data divided by how much the data is, and the formula of median you can write if you want to find the median for the first you have to order the data just like that. And here you just write you just write how to solve mean, solve median, and mode, but you didn't read the formula of each material. That's all for me. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate your teaching video.
Okay, Fauzan, thank you for commenting my video. That's all my bad. I forget to put the formula in the video. In the future, I will be better. Next, Siti Fadila.
Okay, thank you, Fari. I wanna asking you a question, but I wanna give a comment. Your video is good, but it's being cut too much.
Yeah, actually it's because the duration. The original video is almost 10 minutes, 10 minutes long. So I have to cut a lot of unnecessary scene. Yeah, thank you for commenting, Siti Fadila. Okay, I think there are no more question or comment. Then I will give back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Corey, for the presentation and the audience for the comment and question. Okay, the next is Meliana. Meliana, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I am Miliana. Want to present my teaching video. My video is about geometry transformations. Let's get it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. How are you today? Okay, good. Well, class, before we start our lesson today, it will be better if we are pray together. Praying start. Okay, finish.
Now, let me check the attendance list first. No one is missing, right? Good, thank you. Today we're going to discuss about geometry transformations. First, let me introduce. My name is Meliana, and you guys can call me Miss Melly. Before we start the discussion, I want to tell about the classroom rules. Classroom rules. Listen to the teachers. Raise your hand to speak. Always be honest and always try your best. Okay. What is transformation? Transformation is a function f that maps to itself is called the transformation, i.e. f x to x, the pre-image x becomes the image x after the transformations. This transformation can be any or the combination of operations like translations, reflection, rotation, and dilatation. Types of transformations. There is translation, reflection, rotation, and dilatation. But today we'll discuss about translation and reflection first. Okay, translations. Translation of a 2D shape causes sliding of that shape. To describe the position of the blue figure relative to the red figure, let's observe the relative positions of their vertices. We need to find the positions of A axis, B axis, and C axis, comparing its positions with respect to the point A, B, and C. We find that A axis, B axis, and C axis are 8 units to the left of A, B, and C, 3 units below A, B, and C. This translation can algebraically be translated as 8 units left and 3 units down, i.e. x, y to x minus 8, y minus 3. Next is reflection. The type of transformation that occurs when each point the shape reflected over a line is called the reflection. When the points are reflected over a line, the image is at the same distance from the line as the pre-image but on the other side of the line. Here is the graph of quadratic function that show the transformation of reflection. The function of x is equals x to the power of 3. The transformation of x is gx is equal minus x to the power of 3. That is the reflection of the fx about the x-axis. Reflection formula. With starting point ax, y, when reflected to y-axis, the shadow will be x-axis minus x, y. When reflected to x-axis, the shadow will be x-axis x, minus y. When reflected to point 0, 0, the shadow will be x-axis minus x, minus y. When reflected to line y is equals to x, the shadow will be x-axis y, x. When reflected to line y is equal minus x, the shadow will be axn minus x, y. When reflected to line x is equals to a, the shadow will be axn 2 times a minus x, y, y. When reflected to line y is equals to b, the shadow will be axn x, 2 times b minus y. When reflected to point a, b, the shadow will be axn 2 times a minus x, 2 times b minus y. Let's move to the example. Determine the image of point B minus 2, 7 by the following reflection. A. X-axis. B. Line Y is equals minus X. C. Line X is equals minus 5. Answer. A. Bx, y reflected by X-axis will be X minus X, minus Y. So B minus 2, 7 reflected by X-axis will be minus 2, minus 7. B. Point bx, y reflected by y is equals to minus x will be minus y, minus x. So point B minus 2, 7 reflected by y is equals to minus x will be minus 7, 2. C. Point B x, y reflected by x is equals minus 5 will be 2 times minus 5 is subtracted by x, y. So B point 2, 7 reflected by x is equals to minus 5 will be minus 10 is subtracted by minus 2, 7. So point B minus 2,7 reflected by x is equals minus 5 will be minus 8,7. Okay class, we will stop here. We'll continue this next week. I will give you an assignment. Do exercise 5 page 36 for your homework. That's all from me. See you again next week.
Okay, that's all for my video. Does anyone have comments or question for my video? Okay, there is Bintang and Hasya. Bintang, you can go first.
As of your presentation, comment from me, comment for you is in the quadratic function graph section. In the quadratic function graph section, you forgot to mention the function of x. You only mention the function of x. In the future, don't forget to mention it correctly.
Okay, Bintang. After I watching the video again, I realized I only mentioned the function of x, not the function of fx. Thank you, Bintang, for the comments. Next time, I will be more careful. Okay, next, Hasya.
Okay, Melly. I wanna ask, in the reflection section, there are example questions, but not in the translation section. It is best to provide example questions so that students can understand better. That's it.
Okay, Hasya. I did it because I didn't have enough time. Next time, I will explain the more example questions. Thank you for your questions, Hasya. Okay, next is Fauzan.
Okay, Melly, appreciate for your teaching video. But what I'm just saying, you do this with animation with PowerPoint or something like that. If you do like this, you just look like you're reading the text. And what is the solution? The solution is you have to point it at what are you saying. If you say vertices, you have to point it where's the vertices. If you say A action, B action, and C action, you have to point at it. And the students will don't know what is the difference of A, B, C, and A action, B action, and C action. That's all for me. Thank you. Appreciate your video.
Okay, thank you, Fauzan, for your comments. I will be more careful next time. Thank you, Fauzan. Okay, that's all for my video. I'll give back to the moderator, Ais.
Okay, thank you, Melly, for your presentation, and thank you for Bintang, Hasya, and Fauzan for the comment. Okay, the next presenter is Madia Latifah. Madia, are you ready, Madia?
Yes, right.
Okay, please turn on your camera. I can see you. Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Ais. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. Now I will show you my teaching practice video.
Good morning, class. My name is Miss Madia, and I will teach you mathematics lessons in this semester. Today, we are going to dive into the fascinating world of integers. These concepts are very important in our daily lives, and understanding them will help you solve various real life problems. Okay, so let's get started. Now, who can tell me what integers are? Great. Integers are whole numbers that can be either positive or negative, including 0. Today we will explore positive and negative numbers and how to perform basic operation with integers. Okay, let's start by understanding the concept of positive and negative numbers. Imagine a number line. Okay, if I move to the right, the number gets large or positive. And if I move to the left, the numbers get smaller or negative. Now, let's place ourselves on the number line. If I say move 3 steps to the right, what number we on? Yes, that's correct. Now we are on positive 3. Next, if I say move 5 steps to the left, where are we now? Great. Now we are on negative 2. The interactive approach helps us understand the directionality of positive and negative integers. Now, let's move on to addition and subtraction with positive and negative numbers. When we add or subtract positive and negative numbers, we need to pay attention to the sign of the numbers. If we have a positive number and we add it to a positive number, the result will be a positive number. Similarly, if we have a negative number and we add it to a negative number, the result will also be a negative number. Okay, on the other hand, if we add a positive number to a negative number, the result will depend on the absolute values of the numbers. If the absolute value of the positive number is greater than that of the negative number, the result will be a positive number. But if the absolute value of the negative number is greater, the result will be a negative number. Okay, for example, let's say we have positive 5 and negative 3. If we add them together, the result will be positive 2. However, if we subtract negative 3 and positive 5, the result will be negative 8. Now, it's time for some practice. I have prepared a few problems for you to solve individually or in pairs. Take a few minutes to work on them, and I will be available to assist if needed. Good job, everyone! Today we explore integers. For next week, we will have daily exams regarding today's material. Remember, when adding or subtracting positive and negative numbers, pay attention to the sign and the absolute values of the numbers. By understanding this concept, you will be able to solve mathematical problems involving positive and negative numbers more effectively. These concepts are vital for solving real-life problems. Keep practice, and you will become even more proficient in using integers. If you have any question or need further clarification, feel free to ask. Good luck with your continued learning. Bye-bye.
Okay, that was my teaching practice video. Does anyone to ask or comment? Okay, Fatima, go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. First, I would like to appreciate your teaching video because you are doing great. Okay, I want to give a comment. When you start to introduce the concept of positive and negative numbers with a number line, you said that if we move to the right, then it will be larger or positive. And if we move to the left, it will be smaller or negative. But you don't say the start of the number line, the exact number that we have to start. And for me, that was kind of confusing. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fatima. I appreciate your feedback. I will make sure to explicitly mention the starting point of the number line when introducing positive and negative number in future explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Okay, Grace Pasha. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Madia. Let me introduce myself. My name is Grace Pasha Tambunan. One thing I'd like to mention is that the text on the whiteboard appears a bit small, making it difficult to read for those who watch or see. Perhaps you could consider enlarging the font size on your whiteboard in the future for better clarity.
Okay, thank you, Grace. I appreciate your feedback about the font size on the whiteboard. I will make sure to use a larger font in future videos to improve readability. If you have any more suggestion or question about the material, feel free to let me know. Thank you. Okay, I think that's enough about my teaching practice video. I return to Ice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Madia, for the presentation, and Fatima and Grace for the comment. Okay, the next presenter is Gracia. Gracia, are you ready?
Ready, Ice.
Okay.
Hello guys, how are you? Okay, I hope all of you are good. So, before we start our lessons, first let's pray together. Okay, pray start. Amen. Okay, today we want to study about algebra. From all of you, who knows what is algebra? Nino, do you want to answer? Okay, please. Yeah, that's a good answer. Anything else? Funny? Okay. Okay, good job. Now, algebra is a branch of mathematics that studies structure, relationship, and quantities. So, in algebra, we want to discuss about element of algebra and calculation operation in algebra. First is element of algebra. In this, there are four. 3x plus 6y minus 5x plus 4y minus 10. So there are three: variable, constant, and coefficient. First is variable. Variable is a replacement symbol for a number whose value is not yet clearly known. So in this form, the variable is x and y. Then next, constant. What is constant? Constant is a term of an algebraic form that is a number and does not contain variables. Note, does not contain the variable. So in this form, the constant is minus 10. And the last is coefficient. Coefficient from this form is 3, 6, minus 5, and 4. Okay, all of you, do you understand, guys? Okay, understand. Now, I have the example for you. Okay, from this form, who want to answer? Well then, do you want to answer? Okay, please. Good. So, in this form, the variable is x, y, and z. And then the constant is -10 and 3. And the coefficient is 4, 5, 2, and 2. Because that's it. We just put 1, 2. Okay, I hope all of you understand about element of algebra. The next is about calculation operation in algebra. So, operation in algebra, there are so many. But today we just study about addition, subtraction, and multiplication. First, we start about addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction can only be performed on similar terms. The example, 2x plus 5x is equal to 7x. They can be added because they are similar, okay? Because they are similar. The next is 5x plus 2y. There are no answer. Why? Okay, good, because they are not similar. So I have one example for all of you. 2x plus 5 is equals to 7. Okay? In this example, 2x stay is equals to 7. And then 5 move in another side. Becomes -5. So, 2x is equals to 2. Okay? The next x is equal to 2 divided to 2. 2 is divided to 2. And then x is equals to 1. Okay, do you understand, guys? And do you have any question? No, okay, good. And then the next is about multiplication. Multiplication of integer applies the distributive property of multiplication to addition and subtraction. So, a x in parentheses b plus c is equals to a times b plus a times c. And another, a x b minus c is equals to a times b subtract a times c. The example, 2 multiply in a square brackets 4x plus 3 is equals to 2 times 4x plus 2 times 3 is equals to 8x plus 6. Okay, do you understand, guys? Good. Okay, that's all our topic for today. I hope all of you are understand. And see you in the next week. Bye-bye.
Okay, do you have any question or opinion, guys? Okay, Bernardine, please.
Okay, Gracia, from me, in my opinion, there are several parts where the writing on the board is still unclear. Like the distance is too far from the camera. It's making difficult for the audience to read. So better the camera position is landscape. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bernardine. I will be better in the next
Okay, thank you.
Destin, please.
I want to give some comment. In my opinion, the material is explained very quickly. It is best to explain it slowly so that it is easy to understand. Okay. I think that's it. Thank you. That's it. And I will appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Destin, for your opinion. Actually, thank you for your opinion. Actually, when I explained, I was very relaxed but because the duration, so I speeded up the video. Thank you. I think that's enough. I return to ice.
Okay, thank you, Gracia, for your presentation, and Bernardine Destin for the comment. So, because Gracia is our last presenter today, so I would like to thank you for everyone who has contributed, whether than the presentation, question, or discussion. And I hope today has been valuable for all of us. And that's all. That's all for me. As a moderator for today, I apologize for any shortcoming because this is my first experience to as a moderator, and I return it to Miss Pipit. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Siti Nur Aisyah, for moderating to this presentation. I think you did so great for moderating to this presentation, although this is your first performance. So I hope that we all can learn how, not only how to become a presenter, but also how to become a moderator. And I hope that you're still excited for our last meeting next week. So if you have any questions, maybe you can ask now, or else we can end this session. Any questions? No? Okay, I will say good luck to all of you because you're going to prepare for your final exam next week. Okay. Don't forget to take enough rest and study hard for your final examinations. And good luck for all of you. I'll see you next week. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Miss.
Bye.
Thank you.